Hello, it's Don. What are we working on today? Well, we've got a couple projects going on, but we're working on this airboat trailer. A customer says, hey, it's wearing my tires out weird. On this side, it's wearing off just the inside of his tire. Generally, that means that the axle is stretching under the weight of the boat. In this case, it's an airboat on it, and it's bending, it's riding up on the inside of the tire. In the case of this one, no, and I'll show you what I found. And on the other side, he goes, well, the tire's wearing over there too. Well, I looked at this one, and I don't know how well the camera shows this, but there's that big hump. That big hump's not supposed to be there. You can see as I roll it. This tire's clearly got a pulled radial cord in there. There it goes. It's bad, 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 bad. So he's got a bad tire over there. So what do we find? Well, I got the axle pulled out. And I've marked it with my Sharpie so I don't lose track of where I'm at. Oh, there we go. Bad, B-A-D. And I don't know how well the camera's going to show it, but this is a homemade axle. Somebody's taken a piece of axle tube and just welded a spindle down onto that, and fine welding job they've done there. Anyway, if you spy down it from the top, they've got it clocked. Oh, almost 1/8 of an inch out of straight with the axle. So you know, that explains clearly why that other tire is wearing. When I measured from the frame out to the tire on that one on the front, I had 13.5 centimeters in the front, and I had 12 in the back. What does that tell you? So we got to cut that weld off, and then weld that back on straight. And then to take care of, he's running a little heavy. He's got a perfectly straight axle. We're going to put a little cut in it, and we're going to bend it up in the middle. It'll have arc up in the middle, you know, an inch. And a lot of new axles come that way. They call that cambered. The axle's cambered high, and that way with the load, it'll come back down and it'll wear the tires straight. So we got some work to do. I got to take that hub off on that end so I can get all that weld cut off, get all that greasy stuff done, and then we'll get rolling on this. I'll show you what we're going to do. It'll be good when we're done. All right, let's get this hub off. I hate getting greasy. There we go. You know, it's no big deal to get these hubs off. In this case, he's just got a regular cap, and it's already half off for whatever reason the cap is. Take our screwdriver behind there and give it a little turn. Pop it off the rest of the way. Oh my, look at the dirt and goo and gook in there. He'll be ready for a wheel service. And we're going to straighten out that cotter key. Oh boy, look at the yuck in there. You know, there was a day when I used to work on trailers for a living. I don't miss them days. I'd much rather work on fiberglass, woodworking, you know, stuff. If I get a little dusty or whatever, that's okay. I'm over this greasy stuff. God, this is horrible in here. This is horrible in here. Look at that. I mean, it's full of dirt and goo and gunk. Looks like it got run for a while with the cap right off of it. That's it. We just pull the whole hub straight off. We're going to get that out of the way. We'll deal with that later. Spindle looks good. No damage on here. Alright, now I can get in here with my cut-off wheel and cut all that stuff off. Okay, we're back. You know the drill. Safety first, especially with a cut-off wheel. Safety glasses. These are really cool ones. They got bifocals on the bottom. Makes it easier for me to see what I'm doing. Alright, we're cutting this welds all the way around. And we'll see how good of a job they did. If they burned it in there really good, it's kind of a pain to get it out. We'll find out, won't we? That wasn't much of a weld. I guess it's a good thing I'm here to do this. All right, I'm gonna swap over to a flap disc now and clean all this up. Make the metal clean, then we'll jig it up on there straight and we'll put a good weld on it. We'll burn it on. Flap disc. You really got to love these cordless tools. They've made my life so wonderful. I don't have to chase a cord around all the time. Got to change a battery every now and again. Okay, let's get this cleaned up. Okay, I didn't see no reason to keep cleaning up that one side. I'll just turn that spindle over. We'll weld it on the good side. Let me get some stuff ready here, get the welder out. I might have to make some kind of wind block. I got a pretty good amount of wind. I don't feel like moving all this inside. We're gonna get the MIG welder out for this. Be right back. Okay, got it all jigged up. Just got to get the welder out here now. You know, I got it. The other side is 1/4 of an inch out from the end. I've got that the same. I've clamped a piece of metal to the side of the axle here, so I make sure I'm absolutely straight with the axle tube. So now my spindle and my axle tube are both painting the same direction as each other. That's a good thing, huh? So this tire won't wear right, won't wear wrong. Okay, let me get the welder out here. Actually, the wind's slacking off. This is a good thing. Get the welder out, get set up. We'll tack this into place and we'll come on, we'll turn it on super cook and burn it on. Whew, well, it's a better looking weld. I'd say it's going to hold better as well. And this one's straight. What do y'all think? Not bad for an old retired guy, huh? Straight down the middle. That'll track true. All right, we're gonna put a little cut in the axle. We're gonna camber it up, and then get it all mounted back in here. Should be rolling soon. So all we've done is cut through this one side here. Okay, so this is going to be the top. So when we bend it back, this is going to be a little raised up in the middle. We're going to clean that up first with flapper disc, and I'm just going to push that gap back together, and then I'm going to grind a trench into it, bevel it out. If you don't bevel it, the weld won't hold. It's just on top of the metal. You want the weld in there. We're cleaning the paint off that. We're going to bevel that out. Then we're going to push it down, and that'll put that, it doesn't take much, that'll put that slight camber in the axle. It'll just offset it a little bit. So from the weight, this is a very wide axle for the, it's a heavy airboat that's on here. And that'll make the tires ride true for them. Okay, we're it's all cleaned up. It's beveled in there now, so I'm going to sit on it, and that'll close that gap, just like that. And now you see I got a trench all the way around. I've beveled that out. So when I weld in there, it's going to be welded all the way to the inside. It'll be welded through and through. Okay. And that didn't take much. That just puts a little, you can see, I don't know if you can even see it, a little bit, about a 1-inch camber in there. And that'll do it. These tires never run so true. They'll be happy. All right, let's get that welded. I'm going to trench it out just a little more, weld it up. I'm happy with that. All around. Okay, this job's done. In case you're wondering for time-wise, right at 2.5 hours. Boat was already off it, so that was helpful. Obviously jack the trailer up, put it on jack stands, pull the axle out. This is a freshwater trailer, so yeah, if it was a saltwater trailer, it'd have been a different story. We'd have been adding time. But obviously jack everything up, drop the axle out, pull the tires off, had to pull the one hub off to get it out, and to weld it anyways. Cut and re-weld the end onto the axle, cut the center and camber it. You can see it's up in the middle now. That's going to make a big difference. Let's check our measurements. Okay, right here in the front, I'm at 12.5. Here in the back. Here in the front, I'm at 12.5. Okay, it's straight. Doggone it, we did it. All right, well, hey, hope this helps you. Have a great day.